Since you spoke about career and stuff, or things that are all linked to you as self, the self, do you think that there's meaning to all that you... So for the past year and for this coming year, do you feel that there's meaning to whatever that you'll be doing or that you're doing? Do you think you've attached meaning to all those things, or you're doing it out of it has to be done?
Yo. Yeah, good question, boy. That's a very good question. Like, I think when we kind of, what I was about to say was, I think for everyone, it's like that with the start of a new year. I was about to say everyone starts the new year hoping that this year I want to do this because
something
changes. Yeah. But I don't think that's true. I think people do set resolutions that are meaningless to them if they properly investigate why they want to do that thing. I think some people find that it doesn't really carry a lot of meaning. Or maybe it does actually carry meaning, boy. Right? But they are putting meaning in
something outside of it.
Shallow things.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
So the meaning might be that, yes, I'll accomplish this thing and I'll please people. Yeah. But to set out to want to do that, for me, is a very shallow thing. So I think everything maybe that we do does have meaning, in a sense. It means something to us for a particular goal that you might have. But your goal might be just to please people.
Yes.
That's the meaning that you get out of it. And then... Okay, so people don't know that we said we're going to go 10 minutes. But, okay, let's keep going. Yeah, so...
I guess it'll be about a different section.
Yeah, I guess we'll cut it. We'll cut it and
10, another 10.
And make it another 10. So, yeah, I do think that maybe the question to ask is that how... Your question is fine. I'm just thinking, when I now think of it, is that the things that I set out to do 2023, they had meaning. But now, on investigation, going into 2024, Hakshaba, like some of the things that I wanted to achieve, and they wouldn't bring fulfillment to me. They didn't bring fulfillment to me, some of those things, right? Because I did them, and then I found myself like in this position of, I don't really want to do that. I didn't really want to do that. I thought I wanted to do that. I did it. It didn't fulfill me. Like, so now that then leads you to this place of, what do I really want to do?
Another question.
Yeah. Oh, you have another.
Like
question to yourself. To self of what really do I want to do? And I think that's what kind of, I don't want to say it started once at January. It started like in 2023, kind of when I'm doing these things and I realize I did that, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And it's just leading me to this place of a sense of emptiness in those successes or completions or whatever. Like I feel I attain nothing in terms of an emotional satisfaction out of it. So... I do think that things that I've set out, do you have something you're thinking? Oh, okay. Like, I do think that things that I've set out to try and, like, accomplish this year, I suspect they will bring fulfillment to me, because these are things...
they're now aligned to your true self.
Yes, to this person that I aspire to be, that I think I've been created to be. And it's so fascinating how... you and I maybe will get this, and older people will get this. Maybe people, if anyone younger, might not get it that much. Maybe they will. I don't know. Like, people are different. But the older and older you get, it almost seems like for most people, it gets narrower and narrower, the list of things that you want to do. I remember, like, when I used to do these resolutions, maybe around 2016, and this is the last thing I'm saying, it would have, like, the gym. It would be this long list. Now it's like narrow, where it's almost as if I'm discovering who I really am, what I truly want to be, what I truly aspire to be, outside of what people perceive me as.
Or define you as.
Yes. And I'm starting to divorce a little bit of that. Thank God for that, because I think that that's the struggle of most of us, is that we are too attached to what my parents expect me to be. So even with me, I realize, or like even 2023, before that, I've been trying to pursue this perception of this is what my parents see me as, this is what Wong taught. And I've been making those pursuits.
Yeah.
And not to say it's not a wholesome thing to want to please your parents, because you honor your parents. But there are these things that are completely at odds with who you really are.
Oh, yeah.
You're trying to go for what your parents are. If I can make an example, it's like you hate medicine, but then your parents, it's a very simplistic example, but then your parents always wanted you to be a doctor. But you don't believe in medicine at all. But you're pursuing this career of being a doctor, but you don't believe in medicine at all. And then you become a doctor, right? And now you must practice being a doctor and prescribing what you believe will work for the other person, and you go, I don't think this works at all. So I feel like there's that time where what people's perception of you is completely at odds with who you know yourself to be or aspire to be. And then you've got to get to that point where you got to choose whether this is where you find your meaning and fulfillment, but really you don't find fulfillment in this because you've been doing it. And then you go, you know what? People are going to say I'm crazy, people are going to say, but I'm fulfilled. Yeah.
Speaking of that, or having a different view, I think on my list of things, it would be just the idea of like family. I think for now, for me, I want to, I would like to, I think I would be fulfilled if I would see more and more, I'll start from my own household, with my parents and family. Because I wanted to say, in terms of household, in terms of other house, because you hear stories, when you speak with other people, there's that this disconnect or the disagreements that people might have with their parents. I think for me, the fulfillment will also come from being able to be in a position where you can be at peace with your parents, and even though they might suggest certain things, but you also have certain things, your own desires, or things that, or certain things you want to approach in a certain way, and then, but there's also there's also that we still believe in whatever that you might want to go after, and we still believe in you, and we still want you to give blessings. I think for me, that's the word I was looking for, actually, or I was exploring this idea of when a parent gives their child the blessing, and just for them to be guided and to be protected and to be to go and fully pursue whatever path they're on. Maybe they might not agree with it. For them to, fully extend and themselves and achieve whatever that they want to achieve in that path of theirs. So I don't know, maybe it's being young and you think that you know it all. I think to some old heads who might think that way, but I think like this, when you're young, and young me might be under 35, under 30, 20, that's how you think, though. That's how you view the world, that you want to be given the opportunity to pursue whatever you want to pursue, but most importantly, mainly being the support. Because I think that if that can be the support, I think it gives you the confidence to conquer whatever. So I think, that's how I would close it, that side.